Gaan. Stadig, what I do, dog. Yeah.
Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how we made our panel guides. That's basically the little support thingies that we use to slide the panels, the side panels of the robot in, where the robot name and everything else is on. So let's see if we can do that. Control N for new project, create body, create sketch, XY plane. Okay, so panel guides. So what I want to do is I want to create a panel that goes up that way, then that way, and up again that way. So let's do it like that with polylines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start there, and I think we'll go up like 15, about 15. There we go. We'll set it to 15 soon enough. There you go. Up that way, and then we are going to go that way, and then up again that way. I'm going to make it a little bit longer like that, and then we'll do this one down. We need to make a slide where the poly glass or the plexiglass will fit in. We'll do it like this, and we'll go down this way, and I'll stop it there, go that way, go down that way, and close up here. Okay, so again our reference point is there. You can take this whole thing and put that reference point on there if you want to. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just use it like this for a moment. So what are we going to do? We're going to set the distance from here to there at 40. We'll make it 40. There we go. Set that distance. The distance from here to there, we will set it at we'll constrain it to 37. That's a 3mm thick, whatever we are going to do side for this thing. Now we know that this thing is supposed to be 15, so let's make it 70. No, let's leave it at 15. So I'm going to constrain the height of this thing to 15, and that means that this inside one, from this point to that point in height, should be 3 to get the thing right. So we get it 3 there. Now we are in business. So this lines are now sort of parallel. So we can say this line and this line is parallel. So let's set it to parallel. Okay, and this line and this line is parallel again. This line and that one is parallel, and we are going to set the distance from that one to that one. And let's see what we set the distance should be to 1, 2, 3, 4, 45. So let's make it 45. We set that constraint to 45. Okay, 40. Let's make it 40. That should be fine. So if that is 40, then we will have to set this one's height to 40 also. Okay. There we go. Now we are in business with that one. Sorry, let's just move this one out of the way and this one out of the way, because there's different points. You have to set a lot of points on this thing. Okay, so from that 15 to 40, so this line must be 25. So let's constrain okay. We'll set something else first. So this line and this line we are going to make equal, and this one should be, for what we are going to put in, 1,6. That is really tight, but it should work just fine for us. That's where the plexiglass slide into this little thingy. Okay, so we know also that this is 10, so we should be okay with this one. So let's set the horizontal constraint to 10, and and we've got 1 degree of freedom left, and that's the slit here that we need to figure out how deep do we want it to go. So we'll select that line and give it a constraint. Let's make it 12. Doesn't have to be that deep. There we go. So we've got everything now constrained to where we want it. So let's just do it like that, 12, and we'll move it out there. There we go. So we can now at this moment set this thing up as a padded image. That's what we want, so let's pad it. That's what it's going to look like. It's a little bit thick there, but it's okay. It makes it stronger. It doesn't really matter that much. So I'm going to make it a whole lot wider, like 20. 20 should work just fine. And then I want to put holes in there. I want holes in there for the screws to go in through the extrusion. So let's click OK, and then I'm going to click that side, and we'll put in holes there. So I believe that would be it here. So we're going to put the hole in there, and remember our screws are 3mm screws, so we are going to use 3mm holes for this. I'll put 1 hole there, which is a little bit big, so we'll just leave it like that, and 1 hole there. Okay. That's fine. We'll set them up. Now, that one and that one should be equal, so we equal them in size. And now I'm going to set this one to that. Should give me something like about, let's say, 7. So on the horizontal line we are going to say we set it to 7. That would be a bit too close to that side. I think I'll make it a little bit less. 7. We go down to 6. Okay, so 6, and we'll do the same with this one. We'll set it to 6. Okay, so 6 mil, that's fine. We've got that going. Doesn't need to be that far away. The radius of this thing set to 1,52. That would be good enough for the size of the holes that we want to put in the radius, and the distance that we put in. Now we know this is 20, 10, 20, so I want it in the middle here. That would be 5 up and then 15. So I'm going to set the position here to 5 up. That should be fine. And then I'm going to set the distance between these two at 10. Oh, he doesn't want to set the distance at 10. Okay, so that one, why wouldn't you set the distance? That one, it should set the distance for us to 10. Yeah, well, there you go. And we've got the holes that we want for our thing, and you can see they are constrained, so we can close this. There's the holes that we want to put in, and we just pocket them, and there you go. This is how we created some of our hinges or support for our panels. I'm just going to save this thing and file, save as, and we'll go up to lesson 11, and I'm going to call this L11 panel support, save. There we go. So this is another way of doing it. It's strong enough, it works very well for what we did with our robot. So guys,